Ladies and gentlemen, Legionnaires, welcome to part 2 of my Dead Reign overview. And this is your Zombie 101, Palladium Zombie 101. How do they work? How do they compare from the zombies you've heard about, read about, watched on TV and in movies? Well, you know what? We're going to find out right now. Let's go.
The core values of #RPGate and any good tabletop group are escapism, not representation, entertainment over activism, and natural, organic inclusion, not forced diversity. Please follow that QR code or refer to the description below for the link to the charity we support, which is the Wounded Warrior Project. Thursdays and Saturdays, you can watch the Dirty Casuals on twitch.tv/Legion of Myth. Fridays and Sundays, you can watch the Friday Night Chill Stream and RPG Digest on our YouTube and Rumble channels. Please leave us a comment with your thoughts and experiences, and if you like our gaming content, please be sure to subscribe to Legion of Myth. Right?
All right. So we're going to learn about Palladium zombies. How do they work? What do they do? Do they really eat? I mean, that's the one thing I always didn't understand about most zombie movies. They're dead. They shouldn't have to eat. They shouldn't feel the compulsion to eat. Why do they do it? Well, in Return of the Living Dead, in the the 80s version, Return of the Living Dead, it actually said that human brains pacify them. It hurts to be dead, and eating human brains makes the pain go away for a while. Okay, that's fair. But what about Palladium zombies? Why do they do it? Well, we're going to find out right now. Oops. There you go. Start with know your enemy. Think of zombies as dinosaurs and us living and breathing humans as well, just regular human beings. Most zombies are cold-blooded, slow-moving, and dumb as bricks. Most don't use weapons or tools. They can't drive a vehicle or use modern equipment, and they hunt like big, dumb animals. Humans are warm-blooded, fast, smart, resourceful, use weapons, tools, technology to great advantage. It is why any of us are still around. That might sound like the odds are in our favor, but they're not. Quite literally, the odds are stacked against us. A city like Chicago is crawling with millions of zombies. It doesn't matter how slow they are. They're now more of a force of nature than anything else.
Zombies are people too.
No, they are not. Zombies are a category 4 hurricane. It's something you survive and get out of the way of. That's all you do. So, Zombies 101. Zombies only have one purpose: to hunt and kill you. That's it. That's all. They have no higher brain function. They want you dead. Why? We're going to find out. Zombies will slay animals, but animals don't rise from the dead after they're killed by zombies. Only people do.
Yay.
Zombies are dead and cold, which means they don't give off any heat. So thermal vision is useless.
Even
They're
after the
just
first
as
6
warm-
minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're just as warm as the background. Zombie vision is different than our own, I'm told. They can see your life energy. They see your PPE, your personal psionic energy. They see your psionic potential in your body. You glow like a light bulb to them. They can also sense your energy within, I think, 30 or 40 feet without having to see you. They can sense that there's life energy around, and they will go searching for it. That's why in your house, depending on how big your house is and where you are, a zombie might notice you because he can sense you through the wall. As long as he's 30 feet or less away, he can sense your life energy and start trying to get in the house. That's
So
bad.
live in a maze.
Yes, in the center of a maze would be ideal. Zombies also, oh damn, since I already said that. Zombies are twice as strong as normal humans and have a grip like a steel vise. This is the thing. When someone turns into a zombie, it's really easy. You change their IQ to 1d4 animal. You change their physical prowess, their physical strength and physical endurance stays the same. Physical strength is doubled. You double the physical strength of a human, That's what that zombie is going to be like. So you're in trouble. You're in trouble, especially if you're a woman or a child, because you thought you had problems with a grown man before. Now this grown man with a dad bod now has the strength of a professional lifter. You're in trouble. If he grabs you, you're done. You're not getting out of that. Slow moving or not, most weapons have little or no effect. Every single zombie has an armor rating of 14.
Wow.
That is not actual armor. Bullets and knives and crap do not bounce off. They go through and do nothing. It just does nothing. You have to burn through all the SDC and then burn through all the hit points to stop them. This won't kill them. It will stop them for an hour, because guess what? Zombies regenerate.
Oh, jeez.
They regenerate 1d6 plus 1 SDC an hour and 2 hit points an hour. That means if you take one down to 0 hit points through the main body, you've blown his heart and his guts out, you wrecked his spine, he falls to the ground, seems dead, right? Hour later, he's back up, walking around, looking for you.
How many STC and hit points does an average zombie, just generic zombie, have?
There's different variants, but between 40 and 60 SDC and between 15 and 20 hit points.
Okay, so not too crazy powerful, but still bigger than or better than the average
With that
person.
Armor class of 14.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the armor rating of 14, that's rough.
Yeah.
That makes it rough. And they have different rules for called shot to the head in this one to make it even harder. But I'm getting ahead of myself on that one.
Okay.
Zombies use mass numbers and converging attacks. Here's the thing. Zombies have the moan. When a zombie sees a human or sees an animal, something it sees as food, it will moan. It is a loud, gut-wrenching, visceral, guttural, scary sound. And it calls all other zombies within, well, it depends on the size of the group that's moaning. But the more zombies you have that see humans and start moaning, the more range that it goes off to call more zombies. If you have 50 or more zombies, you're looking at 11 blocks, city blocks. The zombies can hear it from that far away and start converging on your area where the initial moan came from. That's how they beat you. Sure, they're slow as hell, and the only way they can kill you is if they catch you. But the thing is, if you're surrounded, you're caught.
Does that moan have a horror factor?
The zombies have a horror factor, I believe, of 12.
Well, what about the moan itself?
The moan itself is scary, but the game doesn't do a mechanic to make you lose initiative or actions or whatever, because that's when you have to act to stay alive, or else you're not going to stay alive. If you don't stop the zombie moan within 30 seconds, you're screwed. Within 30 seconds, it has to stop, or you're going to be overrun. Take them down fast. Like I said, you have to do it fast, do it quiet within 30 seconds if they start moaning, or else you're done. Destroy the brain and you stop it dead in its track. You cut off the head or crush the skull or destroy the brain. The zombie will die, will not regenerate, will not come back. That's the only way to do it. To be sure. You can do it quickly and quietly. Fire will also kill them, but it doesn't hurt them.
Oh,
which means for 1d6 plus 6 rounds, you have a tiki torch zombie still coming after you. Now he's grabbing you, crushing you with his hand, and burning you like a torch because he's on fire. That's worse. That's objectively worse than just the zombie grabbing you. So use fire cautiously. Sure, they are afraid of it. You can actually hold back a dozen zombies with a torch. You can. But they're all moaning. There's more zombies coming.
2 dozen, 3 dozen, 4 dozen.
Exactly. It doubles every 30 seconds almost. It's crazy. It depends on your environment. If you're in the sticks, then no, not that many zombies are coming because there's not that many zombies within a couple miles of you. But if you're in a large city, you can go from empty streets to Mardi Gras real quick. Real quick. So let's look at the zombies' actual stats. I want to go through, and this is other stuff that's around bad people, retro savages, death cultists, bandits. You know, people's minds break or they want to be warlords and stuff like that. Of course, you're going to
Walking
have,
Dead.
yeah, you're going to have bad people as bad actors too. But you know, that's just
That
the way
was
it works.
actually the thing about Walking Dead that made me really tired of it in both the comic and the TV show. Was like there's like literally nobody was a good person other
Right.
than the main characters. And it's like, okay, somewhere, somehow
And
you're
they were
going to.
mostly gray area.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what kinds of zombies are there? There's
All right.
slouchers, crawlers, fast attack, flesh eating, thinker, pattern, mock zombies. 84% of the zombies you come across are going to be Romero type zombies. Slow moving, no brains, no nothing, barely know how to work a rock. But the rest of them, the other 16%, they are different. Fast attack zombies are your 28 days later zombies. They can run. They're runners. But other than that, they're not much smarter. I mean, they have a higher physical prowess, but and a higher speed attribute, but that's it. Flesh-eating zombies, these are smart. These are actual hunters. They have high predator animal intelligence. And they're the only zombies that do not moan when they see you. They just kill you. Because these zombies, for some reason, eat you as well as suck your PPE. The first thing they go after is your guts. Tear out your guts and eat them.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's not great. Then you have pattern zombies. Pattern zombies are zombies that, if you look at a movie like Warm Bodies, zombies that, or Dawn of the Dead, they don't have specific personality anymore, but they have memories of doing something. And when there's no humans around, when there's no food around, they will go into old patterns, old habits. They'll go to work, or they'll go to the mall, or they'll go to the park and swing on the swing, whatever. Those are pattern zombies. They can't really do the job anymore, but they mime it.
Deathgate cycle. That's the undead from the Deathgate cycle from the Fire World.
Oh yeah?
Where they died, but they continued to do because it's what they couldn't learn anything new. They couldn't be anything new. So they just continually did what they did in life. If they're farmers, they're hoeing. It wasn't even dirt anymore. It was just, but yeah, that's very similar to Deathgate cycle.
Okay. Now I'm going to bring this up right now because it was my absolute next thing. How does decomposing flesh regenerate? Okay. Here we go. Palladium zombies decompose at a drastically slow rate. Normally, let's say you're outside in a temperate environment, exposed to the elements, your body will bloat, pop with gases, and start decomposing. Within a week or two, you're gonna be in a bad shape. Within a month, you're gonna be jelly. Palladium zombies can last years. They degenerate very, very slowly, very much like Romero zombies. Romero zombies and Walking Dead zombies, they do degenerate, they do decompose, but it's very slowly. And every single time a zombie gets PPE, he not only regenerates damage, but he regenerates decomposition. So you can have a zombie that hasn't had a bite to eat in 3 years. It's half slime at this point. It can still move around, but not very much. It kills a person. And in Palladium, when you die, your PPE doubles. A normal adult human has 1d4 plus 1 PPE. Let's say that makes 3. Doubles at the moment of death. That's 6. The zombie had no physical damage, but now those 6 PPE regenerate 6 years worth of decomposition.
Years?
Years.
Just 6 PPE.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, there's a reason why it's so good, because every zombie within 300 feet of a person that dies shares that PPE. Now, how do you divide 6 PPE between 300 zombies, right? If there's a zombie every foot around you. You don't. If it's less than 1, it's considered partial PPE, and it does not regenerate decomposition, but it still regenerates 1 hit point for every zombie in the area. All right, so because it's fractional, that's why they regenerate so fast from total PPE hits, from real hits, from like they don't share it. It's that powerful because of that. Because mostly it's split. Makes a zombie feel better, even a tiny fraction of PPE. I have 1/300th of a PPE. Well, still counts. Still counts. What else? Oh, and birds, rodents, cats, dogs, large dogs, mountain lions, cattle, they all have PPE as well. All living things have PPE. The zombies will go after animals if there are no people around. There's a priority order. People are number 1, animals are number 2. That's it. There's not much priority, but that's it. If there's a person around, all zombies will ignore the dog or ignore the cow. If there's no people, they'll go after the dog and the cow. Feeding upon PPE by slaying a human being not only nourishes the zombies, but stops their bodies from deteriorating. Feeding upon PPE on a regular basis, even partially, reverses the zombie's physical decay. Reverses. Sufficient quantities can restore hit points and SDC and delay and even reverse their physical deterioration. Again, it depends on how much they get. Reversing decomposition. When all SDC and hit points are at their full level, each additional 1 PPE point reverses decomposition by, not 1 year, by the equivalent of 1 month. Okay. So 6 PPE would be 6 months of decomposition reversal.
Chances are you're going to find another allotment of
another victim before you get back to the bad thing. But remember, PPE heals. Every PPE after 1 heals them. Heals them of instantly restores 3d6 SDC and 1d6 hit points. Every 1 PPE beyond the minimum to survive, beyond 1. They're very, very fast regeneration if there's people around. After feeding, zombies remain active. Even after feeding on just a fragment of PPE, the Walking Dead feel energized and motivated to find more food. This sends the monster wandering around for the next 1d6 plus 3 days, actively searching for more food. Now, they will go dormant after this time. If they find no food, they will go dormant. They will only reactivate through noise or PPE sense. If you make a noise, they'll wake up and try and find the noise. If you get within 30 feet of them, they will sense there's a living being around and they'll wake up and actively start searching for you. Now, it's around 2d6 or so minutes. If they don't find you, they'll go back dormant if they still can't sense you. So it's not like, oh my God, sound the alarm. It's okay, I got to get away from 30 feet, make sure he doesn't see or hear me, and he'll just go back to sleep. But how many are in this building? How many are in this room? Can you actually go into an apartment building or city hall or some closed area building and not get within 30 feet of a zombie you can't see? No, you can't. You can't. You're going to activate a zombie because you just can't see them. But if they see you, the moan starts. And then every zombie in that building wakes up. That's not great. That's bad news. Bad for you. All right, what else we got? We have zombie moan. I already said about that. It's a call to dinner. Zombie attack. Zombie moan alerts their fellow Walking Dead that living prey has been spotted and they should converge and make the kill. Zombies will come unless that call to feed is halted fast. Stop the moan within 30 seconds before the Walking Dead outside and further away can pinpoint your location of the moan, and they lose their homing beacon. Without the moan, they are lost and dispersed to wander off in all directions. Only 1d4 times 10% of the zombies within 300 feet of the initial moan will continue to look for you, but only for the next 2d6 plus 3 minutes. So again, stopping that within 30 seconds is critical. Critical. If you don't, every zombie within 300 feet will come to you. And if they see you, they will start moaning. And the more zombies moaning that are moaning, the greater the range of zombie activation. That's the convergence.
Got a question on the Rumble side that I think is apropos for right now. Just,
Okay.
he says that's a terrible rule. You can't even sneak around or hide in buildings.
No. Well, you can, but there is a chance that there's a zombie within 30 feet of you. If there is, he's not going to know where you are. He's going to wake up and search for you. As long as he can still sense you, he's going to search for you. If you lock yourself in a walk-in freezer, he'll never find you because he won't be able to manipulate the door to open it. And he's not going to be able to beat it down. And with just the sense, he can't even tell direction, just that you are within 30 feet. But there's still going to be a zombie walking around out there, hopelessly searching for you, even though he'll never be able to actually get to you. So there's that. Hopefully the walk-in freezer has a window. You can cover it and just peek out every once in a while to see where he is. But yeah, happens. Okay, range of the moan. Here we go. The most frightening aspect of the zombie attack is that the walking dead always gather and kill in large groups. In that regard, they might be considered pack animals, or with a better analogy, like piranha or sharks. Blood in the water, piranha and sharks, all of them in the area will just gather. That's exactly what these zombies do. Range of the moan, 1,000 feet. Radius, not diameter, radius, from 1d4 zombies. 5 to 10 zombies moaning, that's 2,400 feet. 5,000 foot radius, roughly 1 mile or 12 city blocks in all directions from the collective moaning of 24 to 100 zombies. If you have more than 100 zombies moaning, the range is 11,000 foot radius.
It's about 2
That's
miles.
24 city. It's 25, 26 city blocks. That's a lot. You're going to have at least thousands of zombies coming at you. You do not want to let this moan get out of control. You do not want that. It will kill you and everyone around you. Now, we're going to talk about the different zombies a little bit. Because like I said, there are several kinds of zombies. And depleting SDC, blah, blah, zombie hit points. PE attribute number equals zombies hit points. Typical range of 16 to 21 for your normal zombies. Zombie descriptions. Okay. Slouchers. This is your normal shambling zombie. Romero zombie, Walking Dead zombie. This is it right here. Nothing super special about them. That's basically what they are. 1d4 intelligence, low animal. Physical strength 2 times when alive, typically 2d6 plus 18. Very low physical prowess. High physical endurance, 1d6 plus 15. Very low physical beauty, obviously, and very low speed.
Unless you get a runner.
We're going to get to that. Crawlers. These are shamblers who've lost their legs. That's it. That's it. They can climb a little better, but that's all. That's the biggest difference. That's gross.
Reminds me of the necrophidius.
Very gross. All right.
Yep.
Moving on. Moving on from that nonsense. That's zoomed in a little too much. There we go. Come on, man. I just want to use page down. Thank you. Okay. Fast attack zombies. These ones are different. They are actually fast. They're runners. Fast attack zombies look just like any other Walking Dead, so it's impossible for most people to tell them apart. The problem, not the problem, but the tell they have is they twitch. When they're moving, they twitch like this.
They're tweaking.
They're tweakers. That's how you can tell that they're a fast attack zombie. Now remember, the other zombies had a run speed of like 1d6 plus 4 or some other nonsense like that. These guys right here have a where'd you go? Where's your stats, dummy? Here we go. Speed 2d4 plus 15. So you're looking at an average of an 18 speed, whereas before the average was around like 8. So, over double the speed of a normal zombie or a normal shambler or a crawler. But they can track better, they can catch you better. Now, the thing about these zombies is they also do the moan. But what they do is they'll see you, start moaning, run up to you and grapple you to the ground. And then they will try and, kill you. But they are going to grapple first. Always they will grapple first.
Do they have like the wrestling skill or something to?
They have pounce attack.
Okay.
40% chance of pinning the person they pounced on, but only if the knockdown portion was successful. 50% chance of knockdown, and if you're knocked down, there's a now 40% chance that it pins you and holds you in place for the other zombies to arrive and converge on the kill. And it will attack using a headbutt or bite. The victim can try and roll away or push the zombie off, but each attempt counts as 2 attacks, and the human must roll an 18, 19, or 20 to escape. Considered a parrying combat move, and parry bonuses apply. Not strength bonuses, parry bonuses. Flesh-eating zombies. These are the ones that are like hunters and actually eat the flesh of you. Flesh-eating zombies behave more like animal predators or savage barbarians than the classic sloucher. They are dim-witted monsters driven by hunger and instinct and possess most of the usual zombie traits and abilities. They also need PPE to survive, just like any other zombie, but a man-eating lion that has developed a taste for human meat and blood. Flesh-eaters love the taste of human flesh. They don't need to eat. They just want to. They feel an instinct to consume your flesh as well as your PPE. See, normal zombies stop killing you when you're dead. That makes more sense. Stop killing you when you're dead, whereas these zombies keep killing you because they're still eating you. After they absorb your PPE, you're no longer interesting to 84% of zombies. Then there's the 5% of these guys. They still want to eat you until you wake up as a zombie. In 7 to 12 minutes, you'll wake up.
Probably a crawler.
Probably a crawler, yeah. But as soon as you start moving again as a zombie, then they lose interest and go away. They stop eating your entrails, your kidneys, your liver, whatever. Let's see here. Speed is 1d4 plus 9. That's a little faster than your average zombie. Low predatory animal equivalent. IQ 1d4 plus 2. Still a little smarter than your average zombie. Remember, your average zombie is 1d4. Main body SDC is 3d6 plus 30. And then it gives locations. Now, the locations are interesting because of the way they do called shots in this game. And I forgot to say it earlier. I'm going to say it now. A called shot in this game is a 15 or higher. Well, hell, man, you need that just to hit them. They have an AR of 14, right? So you almost need that just to even do any damage to them. So a called shot's like a regular shot. No, a called shot takes 2 actions. Fine. Okay. I get it. But in this game, a called shot to the head is a natural 17, 18, 19, or 20, and that's it. Natural die roll only, which, you know what? On first blush, when I read that, I'm like, that's bullshit.
It's 20% chance.
Lame. Well, yeah, but you get no bonuses. It's just a called shot. Why is the head so special? It's bigger than a hand. A called shot to the hand is 15 with modifiers. But a called shot to the head, which is a larger target, is a 17, no modifiers? That doesn't make sense to me. Now, maybe then, and it's different than Beyond the Supernatural. It's different than Nightbane. It's different than Rift's Ultimate. It's a different mechanic than any other game. Just this game. Now, why? I haven't play tested the game, so I imagine it's because that they found out that rolling a 15 or higher with with bonuses to apply to it means that zombies die too quickly and they're not dangerous. Maybe that's what happened.
It also gets rid of the Walking Dead, and I'm sure, I don't know what year this game came out. Maybe it came out before Walking Dead, but we always laughed about Walking Dead. It's amazing how many people can always just bullseye people right in the head constantly. Every shot, right to the head, boom, oh, to the head, boom, to the, didn't look, boom, to the head. It might be to get rid of, or to not have that come into play as well. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, and we move down. We look at some of the weird ones. The thinkers. The thinkers.
Using a gun?
Yes. They can use tools. They can't reload tools. Like once it runs out of bullets, they're done. But they can use weapons. They can open doors. And not only that, if there's a vehicle and it's warm, they know humans are near. Because they understand that a warm vehicle is a used vehicle and only humans can use vehicles, so prey is near, and they'll start searching. Or some of them will even hide nearby and wait. That can happen with a thinker. And as you can see, his intelligence, where is it? It's down here. IQ 1d4 plus 8. Minimum intelligence of 9. Now, sure, it's not, human intelligence, but even animal intelligence of 9 is pretty strong. And it's 1d4 plus 8, so your average is going to be around 10 or 11. So these are not dumb zombies. They are smart. They can't lay a trap, but they can lay in wait. Use simple weapons and tools. Victim slain in a zombie attack. Blah, blah, blah. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Where is it? Where was that? I just saw use simple weapons and tools. Where was it?
I don't know. The text is too small for me. I don't have this full screen right now.
Anyway, they can use a gun, but once it runs out of bullets, they're done. They're done. Track humans by scent, smell fear in humans. All zombies have this ability. If a human is freaking out near them, they give out pheromones of I'm in complete terror. Zombies around that can smell that go into a frenzy. They get +1 to initiative and sometimes +1 attack per round. But zombies only have like 1 attack per round anyway, so it's not huge. I need a ride. Don't worry, I'm not a creep. Yep, you are now. Mock zombies. Here's a
fake
I
zombie?
don't understand why this is here. Okay, this is a zombie that for some reason did not lose all of its memories and is as convinced itself it's still a human. I'm not a zombie. No. I'm a human. I'm great. But zombies don't attack you when you're near them. No, I'm invisible to them. I guess I'm special. No, dude, you're a zombie. The moment that this mock zombie is alone with a person, the mock zombie will kill this person. And then when other people come in, it will make an excuse like, "Oh no, she tried to stab me in the face. It was crazy. I had to defend myself." I don't like this. I would not have this zombie in my game. I wouldn't.
Infiltrator
It doesn't
zombie.
make any damn sense. I don't like it. It doesn't fit with all the other zombie variants. IQ 2d4 plus 7, the most intelligent zombie, on average, I suppose.
It's for your player character zombie.
Yeah. So it's going to be an average of about 12 IQ. Fast attack zombies. These are another kind of runner. We did that already. Fleshing zombies did that. Thinkers did that. Why did I go way up here? Mock zombies. Should be pattern zombies. Yeah, I already told you about pattern zombies. They had a task that they did repeatedly in life, especially factory workers who work on a machine that do the same thing every day. Pull down, pull over, pull down, pull over, stuff like that. They'll go back to work and do that every day. Exactly. They'll go back to work and do that every day. And they'll do that until they sense humans. And then they'll go try and eat. But once they don't sense humans before, rather than going dormant, they'll go back to their repetitive task. And that is basically it. That is all the different kinds of zombies in the Palladium Dead Reign book. Now, do you have to use all these zombies in your campaign? No. No. If you just want shamblers and crawlers, you can just have shamblers and crawlers, be old school Romero stuff. If you want fast running zombies, you can do fast attack zombies or flesh eating zombies and have it be 28 days later or the remake of Dawn of the Dead. You can do that too. It's up to you as the game master what kind of zombies you want. Just make sure to stick to your guns. All right, what do we have for
So, let those in chat know if you feel there is a lack of zombie types in the game. They introduce more in the source book, so you can have even more zombies if you get the source book.
See, now the thing is, just because you have all these zombies doesn't mean you need to use them. You don't. You have choices. You don't need to choose everything. You can choose just the ones you want in your game. And that's probably better because if you have 20 different zombies, your players are going to be stressed to the max trying to figure out what type of zombie they are before they engage with it, because that will determine the battle tactics that the humans are going to use. So keep it simple, stupid.
And question came up, is this more of a fast action zombie horror game than, say, a survival game with zombie elements?
It depends on the zombies you use. If you use fast moving zombies, then it's going to be run and gun a whole lot. If you use the slower moving zombies, it's going to be more of a survival game because you can hunker down in an area, clear it out, and then you're going to be relatively safe as long as you stay 30 feet away from any zombie that's outside. Then you're going to be relatively safe until you run out of resources. And then it's go and get more resources. Decapitation does work. Yes, it does work. Remove the head from the body or destroy the brain. Those are the only, and burn it down. Burn it to ash. And those are the only ways to really kill a zombie. You can cut off its arms and legs. It'll turn into a crawler, or a biter or whatever.
So Crafty had a comment kind of similar to this, but LCNH says, the one thing I never cared for is zombies moving in the winter. I'm fine with everything else, but that point, and yeah,
I'm
Crafty
glad
asked
you brought that up.
If you could move to like the northern, above the Arctic Circle to get away from them.
Yes, you can. Zombies, they don't have their own body heat, which means if it gets below 0 Fahrenheit, but below 0 Celsius or below negative 32 or negative something, I forget, doesn't matter. Below freezing for over 12 hours, a zombie will freeze solid. Now, that's a good thing because in the Arctic, you're never going to have zombie problem because they're all going to freeze. They're all going to freeze. There's two problems with that. One, it's really hard to grow sustainable crops in the Arctic. And two, those zombies are no longer deteriorating. They're a time bomb now, a zombie time capsule to be dug up at one time and then boom, you have zombie again. So
going to be eating a lot of polar bear.
What's that?
Going to be eating a lot of polar bear.
Yeah. Or, maybe they're not polar bears anymore. I don't know. The way polar bears are going, I don't know.
I thought I unmarked this one because I was sure you answered it already, but go ahead. What happens if you dismember
a zombie? You cut off his arms, he's a walker that bites you. You cut off his legs, he's a crawler that bites you. You cut off his arms and legs, he's a biter if you give him your foot. If you cut off his arms, legs, and his jaw, he's a flopper. He's a flopper.
All right.
He can't hurt
and finally, a few people did say they liked the art in the book. I just put one up there.
I am not a fan. I am not a fan of the art in this book. 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. Thank you. I had streamer math in my head at the moment. I went negative 32 instead of positive 32. So, yep, that was awful. That was awful of me. Okay, next we're going over adventure ideas, and this book is the best I've seen in a long time for Palladium for adventure ideas. There's lots of them. They're fleshed out, and you can use any or all of them at any given time. It's freaking crazy. So stick around. You're going to love it.